Hey, this is Mateo Lane.
I'm Emma Willman.
And this is Inside the Closet.
Inside the Closet. Is it a surprise that I'm a guest? Can I not post it?
Actually, that was recording.
We're here! We're here with our good friend Robyn Schall. Our first heterosexual guest.
Woohoo!
Straight. I wish we had like a little like.
Wait, Robyn,
song.
what were you saying right before we started?
Yes, I said, wait, we got to get this on air.
Wait, but also, for a long time, I was trying to convince Emma that I wasn't completely straight. And we used to debate about this because she'd be like, no, you are straight. And we would debate it. And I always thought it was weird. Someone, like, it was like the opposite of coming out of the closet. Like,
yeah, I was putting her right back in.
That's real progressive of you, Emma. Someone's trying to confide into you that they may have sexual, tendencies, and you're like, I don't think so.
Because, like, there's, like, definitely a little part of me that likes, like, women. I've been with a woman.
Tell them about the time you were with a woman.
Wait, how many women have you been with? Just one?
Well, it's
about the
very
time.
confusing.
Tell them.
I don't think it's that confusing.
No, okay. Well, one time I took...
The time.
Okay. It was
the time.
But it was so
Emma, you're trying to put her back in the closet right now.
She is forcing me in the closet.
You can't even... This is where she's going to come out.
I just... Like, Robyn had a friend that she thought was maybe a lesbian, and I was like, oh, yeah, I think that she really is maybe a lesbian. It turns out she was.
So I took...
She was very interested in Robyn. That's my lesbian. It's Pat Power's lesbian voice, but I use it here.
Yeah. So I took 2 pills of ecstasy once at a club.
Well, that'll make anyone a lesbian.
And then I kissed the girl. Fireworks went off.
Really?
Wait a minute. 2 pills. I've never done ecstasy, but, like, isn't that a lot?
That is so much.
How old were you?
Probably like 22, 23.
Okay.
So then I, like, while kissing, I was so excited because I was like, I'm gay. I can't wait to tell my family.
Jesus.
And then I went home with her. We had a great old time.
I want to don't skip over this.
Don't skip around it.
You
Okay.
get right into it.
So we
or am I
went-
sexually harassing you right now?
No,
I'm gonna go to
harass
jail.
away.
All right.
The other day, I said, Emma sent me a picture of this someone that she's worked with, and like her Instagram, and I was like, oh my God, you see the picture of her in her bra? Emma was like, Robyn, you're such a scumbag.
Oh, yeah. The Instagram person that I worked out with, that we ended up working out, but I'm not interested in, for whatever
We
reason.
know who it is now because Emma said who it was. It's from the L word.
From the real L word.
Emma,
it's because I like the girl in Boston, so I just have not.
Emma has diarrhea mouth.
It didn't even.
She will say anything.
So will I.
It didn't even click into me. I wasn't even thinking of it like that because I don't know. I like the Boston girl, but I sent Robyn. I was like, "This is who it is." Do you
This is
recognize
her
it from-"
Instagram.
And Robyn go, "Oh, look at the bra pic," and I was like, "Fucking."
I'm going to ask a really superficial question, then we're getting right back to the vagina.
Okay.
I want to know, how many followers does this woman have on Instagram?
100,000.
Good. Actually, that's good for her.
Good for her.
She's working. I get nervous. Like when I'll see like every blue, like in an Applebee's commercial, I saw
She's
a model
awesome.
from
I
America's
just don't have a crush.
Next Top Model, and I was like, I'm glad she's working. Because
Right.
I get nervous. I'm like, what do you do after that? Okay, so you go home with her.
100,000 now really isn't. I mean, like,
I know you want
I just got to 60,000, so don't tell me that because I need all.
But to make like
I need
good
to
money,
feel
I
good.
feel like you need like $500,000,
Yeah.
right?
I just know I'm not interested in people in the business.
Well, the
for dating.
fleshlight people, the gay fleshlight people, messaged me on Instagram.
They have a gay fleshlight
like
and a straight
flesh
fleshlight?
jack or something, and they were like, we'll send you toys if you want to post about it. I was like, did you even look slightly at my Instagram? I mean, I guess I'm naked, so they were in the right.
I would do the fleshlight.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd wear a strap
But
on
it
and have
wasn't
sex with it.
fleshlight, it was flesh.
It was a gay flesh, so it was like a
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah.
So it's like fleshlight with like jazz hands. Like how does it?
No, it's a butthole instead of a vagina hole.
So it's a lot less to look
It's
at.
a little butthole with jazz hands.
Every time you fuck it, it like starts singing Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it's like one of those toothbrushes. Like you could brush your teeth to Lady Gaga, but
What
it's
would
just
the
that
lesbian
with a butt.
fleshlight be?
Oh God.
Just the sound of the ocean.
Yeah. So Robyn goes home with the girl.
So I go home with her.
And now is she more masculine or more feminine?
No,
or?
she looked like Amy Adams, like a young Amy.
Okay.
We were both like in our early 20s.
I don't
like,
remember who
Amy
Amy Adams.
Yeah,
from
very
the,
pretty.
Yeah.
Do you know who she is? Look her up. She's
She was in Arrival. You know who Amy Adams is. She got red
Very
hair.
girly.
She was in Enchanted.
I was definitely the
Julie
man.
and Julia.
Okay, keep talking.
Okay, except like physically, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So we get back to her place. We take a shower.
Together.
Yeah,
Nice.
but just
sensual.
like kissing, and I'm still super high. And then we get out of the shower and we're still making out, and I start getting less, because now we're hitting like 7 a.m. and less. And then eventually I was like, oh shit, I gotta get the hell out of here. And then I was like,
you went from gay back to straight.
I went super gay to super straight within 8 hours.
Yep.
And then I was like, I gotta go. And then she's like, oh, I'll take you to Penn Station. Because at this point I lived on Long Island. I was like, no, it's okay. She's like, no, I don't mind.
Did you guys, she went down on you, right?
She like did stuff to me. Yeah, but I didn't touch her. I mean, even in my
So you
gay.
laid there like a slug?
Yes.
And let her do all the work?
Yeah. Well,
Then you weren't a top at all.
Because I didn't want to touch.
Actually, she's right. That was very man of you.
Yeah, I didn't want to
do the work.
Yeah, you do me.
I'm the man in it, and I feel like I always do a lot of work.
Yeah, the man always
Emma
does
brings
a
in a
lot of work.
construction hat.
Yeah. Let's get down to business.
Okay, then this was the worst part. So she does take me to Penn Station. And
That is the worst part, because I hate Penn Station.
The worst. And it's like, it's 8 a.m. and I'm like coming down and I'm just a mess. Then the next day, she calls 11 times and I keep putting to voicemail. And the reason I was at that club originally is because I went with like my brother, and not the brother the other brother.
Is your brother gay?
No, it wasn't a gay club.
Oh,
it was just like a
But
regular
her
club.
parents think one of her brothers is gay, which is also hilarious.
Yeah, who's
they
not?
thought he was. But.
Yeah. So my brother had left the club, but I had stayed, and that's when I did all these drugs. But she knows my brother. So then she called my brother, and she's like, I hooked up with your sister last night, and now she's not returning my calls. And I was like,
Psycho.
Oh. So then Michael called me. He's like,
Psycho
why are you
bitch.
hooking up with girls? Like, what the hell happened? I was like, I don't know. I'm confused. So that was my...
That girl's a
That's
psycho
it?
bitch,
That's how it
though.
ended? Why is she calling you 11 times?
I don't know.
If some
Has
fucking,
she no class?
in like a 24-hour span, and then calls my brother.
If
and
some
tells
girl
them.
called my sister, I would kill them.
I would lose my...
Because my poor sister, like, my
I know,
sister's
my
had to
poor
deal with so
brother.
much, and then she's got some fucking...
And by so much,
literal
do you
whore.
mean you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have like pushed the limit so fucking far, and then if some trash pot skank is like, I just hooked up with Emma, she'd be like, okay, I know. And how'd you get my number? How
Did she get your brother's number?
Because they were friends. That's
well, that makes
my
more
brother
sense.
had left the club, and I stayed with a bunch of his friends, and then someone brought.
I thought
I was
that she
like, I'll do
found
this.
your number out of the blue, or your brother's number out of the blue, and then
No.
called him. But that's also, it's still like a weird. Nah, well, you could go. Emma looks like she just threw up. I feel like. If she knows your brother, then okay. But also, like, don't blow your
still,
scene. Like, why is she
yeah.
gonna like say
and
that?
I get why she would call you 11 times, because Robyn is good company.
I'm a fun time. I mean, I
a good
didn't
time.
go
Robin's a
down.
good
I didn't
time.
touch her, but maybe she thought eventually I would.
Who knows what she thought?
I don't know. I mean, but anyway.
Did
so,
she ever contact you again?
No, because every time I just kept sending it to voicemail, and
Did she ever leave a voicemail?
yeah, I'm sure. This was
you
this was
delete
like
it?
10
Did your
years ago.
brother-
Oh, so you had like the old phone.
Yeah.
Did your
yeah.
brother tell your parents?
No, I don't. I mean, he didn't even care. He was like, "What the hell are you doing, Robyn?" I was like, "I don't know."
I feel like Jews in New York do not give a shit about gay.
Oh no. So my
Her
other
parents
brother,
are so accepting.
That's why I
The
love Jewish
sweetest,
people.
most accepting.
Yeah.
And her
Well,
dad
first of all, we've
works
talked-
with theater people, like the sweetest.
We've
Ira.
talked about this before. Jews and Italians are
Very similar.
I mean, and literally, our producer Alex asked you, "Oh, I thought you were Italian."
Right.
And I've gotten, "Oh, I thought you were Jewish" so many times.
there's like a.
And I just get, oh, I thought you were special.
My parents my dad took my other brother when he was 16 for like a car ride, and then my dad was like, "Look, Mom and I know you're gay. We don't care. Come out."
on.
And then my brother's like, "But I'm not gay." And then my dad's like, "Rich, we don't care. Just come out." Like my best, because my dad's best friend's a lesbian. He's like, "Look, Sharon's gay. Who cares?" And Richie's like, "But I'm not gay."
My Aunt Cindy did that to my cousin
Poor
Brian.
Richie.
She brought him in the car and cornered him. She's like, "Are you gay?" And he was like, "Yeah." She goes, "There, doesn't that feel better?" It's like, Zia, what are you doing?
I can't believe you didn't give Richie like a complex.
I mean, well, I think he has a little bit of a complex. I wouldn't.
Are you
say
the
he-
youngest?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest too.
Yeah. Do you think you're the youngest too?
Middle.
Oh,
Because my sister's younger. She just seems older because she's got her
your
life together.
sister's younger?
Yeah. Did I leave that little tidbit out?
Emma and I have been
embarrassing.
I
friends.
always thought you were the baby.
Yeah, we've been friends now for 7 years, and I thought she was the older sister.
It's only because she is like married and has a kid and like a job.
but I've seen so many of your childhood photos.
Yeah, it's
And-
always because like I was eating crayons until like up to recently.
Oh my God.
It's like a normal person.
Emma, you really are. There's such a You're two people. You have you're very business savvy. You're very funny. You've got your life together. And the other side of you is just like the Tasmanian devil.
Yes, that's correct. And my younger sister just thinks.
Wait, so now who's your older sister?
Don't have one.
Well, you said you were the middle child.
My half brother Wiley.
You have not brother?
My half brother, but I never talk about him because we didn't grow up together. We're not that close.
Oh, okay.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 older brothers.
And you're the youngest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What were you going to say to me? Because I'm the
have an
youngest.
older brother.
Older brother, older sister.
And an older
We're all
sister.
1 year apart. I'm 31, she's 32, he's 33.
wow.
They're actually 11 months apart.
And your brother's gay too,
Yes,
right?
and my cousin. And we all have a cousin the same age as us.
And Robin's dad's best friend is a lesbian.
Lesbian, and I have 2 gay cousins, so... Yeah, my family, it's not even that they're accepting, they don't even it's not even a topic.
Same
like,
with us. It's
just
not a
like,
thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
My
yeah.
internalized homophobia was actually really was bad because I actually remember when I very, very, very first met. I had this memory of telling you when I was gay, and I just have this memory of when we first met. I think it was like you had me host a show for you at Aaron Haber's room at Broadway Comedy Club, and which is like a side room. Robin was running an hour, and I remember saying, I remember you saying, I either said I was gay, which would have been stupid because like. Of course, obviously,
right.
But I just have a memory of you being like, "Oh, I don't care." Like I remember that because I think I used to be a lot more nervous about it.
Yeah, I remember you used to be scared about saying it on stage, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a shocker.
Right.
Should we answer some questions?
Oh yeah, let's see.
We
what
have,
happens.
so we have
These two.
our listeners send us in questions, and and Emma and I are experts on nothing.
But I have my penis question,
Wait,
though, that we started
let's
off
do
with.
Robin's penis.
Sure,
question.
what's your question?
Okay, if I said,
Yes.
his penis is so cute, are you thinking I'm saying small?
Yes.
The way that you said it there, that was totally fine. But if someone was like, "What do you think of his penis?" You're like, "It's cute." Then I think it's small, and you're not.
You're
because
saying
you're not
I'm putting
getting
up with it
fucked.
because I like the personality.
No, because I was describing my boyfriend's penis, and it's not
To him?
small. To my fans.
And
so a couple
you gotta
thousand
check
people. and I was
Robin
like,
out on Periscope.
And I was like, it's so cute and adorable. Because like,
Oh,
you've
adorable
seen,
as-
you've seen
You've
ugly.
used adjectives to describe like tchotchkes.
Oh, see, and I was saying
No
because I've
man
seen
wants to think
ugly,
of his dick as a tchotchke.
Yeah, no one's like nothing tore my ass up
Then
like
you
that
say it's
adorable
beautiful.
dick.
You say
No,
it's
maybe.
pretty. If you say a pretty dick, that's great. Because
Really?
there's a lot of ugly dicks
Yeah,
out
that's what I'm
there.
saying. Because when I was saying it was cute and adorable, I wasn't talking about the size. I was saying
That's
because
like
there's some ugly ones that are like just weird looking.
Polly Pocket's cute and adorable.
But what's a guy
You see what I'm
supposed to
saying?
do if he has an ugly penis? It's not his fault.
It's not his fault at all. I was just saying this
look
is
at
not
a
an ugly
sword.
penis. It's
Look at
very
a sword.
cute.
Would you ever say a sword is cute?
To me, that doesn't sound. To me, that doesn't sound bad though. Actually,
See, it's in my brain. It wasn't. I
Emma.
wasn't referring size at all. I was referring to the looks of it.
No,
Right.
Let me just put it this way: a dick is supposed to. There's a subconscious thing of like it's supposed to be this powerful thing that he's using to pleasure you. So think like sword, gun, something with power
so
behind it,
but-
not like a precious moments.
But sometimes I think things are just so cute.
Well,
was he mad?
Yeah, he was. He
course.
was like, "Can you stop using the word cute and adorable? Because people are going to think I have a small dick." And I was like, why do you think that?" And then I asked my fans, I was like, "Hey guys, when I said that, did you think small?" And everyone's like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." And I was like, "Oh, that's
My
not what
bad.
I meant."
I don't think it. I wouldn't necessarily. The way that you were saying it wouldn't make. That would make me think that just you like it.
I do. I love it. I think it's so cute.
yeah, I see.
Okay,
It sounds
maybe
bad.
not.
It sounds bad when you
All
say
right.
it.
It's massive and
Well, that's
aggressive.
not.
What would-
Now we're.
What's the equivalent of calling a vagina cute? Like, what would that be?
It functions,
Ooh, oh no!
but that's the equivalent. You see what I'm saying?
Because that then
Yes.
we're gonna be like, it functions. That means there's something wrong with it. So if I'm saying cute,
It self cleans.
you're saying. Wait,
That's
the
what I'm saying. You know,
the
you
vagina self-clean?
vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd want to say something like
And
it's
cum
beautiful.
is
It
always in
reminds
the
me
balls.
of. Actually, I don't know how to compliment a vagina. I would say beautiful.
I would say cute and adorable.
No.
Yeah, now vagina cute and adorable, that works.
Like, I think my vagina
That
is cute and
works.
adorable.
Not while you're having. Not while you're.
Well, not
But
while
I wasn't
you're
saying
fucking.
during sex. I wasn't saying like when we're having sex, his penis is so adorable. I was just saying in general, when I look at it, I think it's cute. All right, you
do you
guys
think
aren't
it's cute
on
when
board
it's?
with
Are you saying that? Do you say?
Daniel's looked at me with disgust.
Well,
right now.
But is it cute when maybe cute when it's not hard? The second
No,
it gets
in
hard, then
general.
you're like, oh, it's
Okay,
It's supposed
I'll
to be
stop
like,
using cute.
you know.
yeah. You got to put on a show.
All right.
Not
I'll
too much
change
of a
my
show, because
adjectives.
nothing's worse than if it seems like someone's like faking something.
Right.
But, yeah, you just have
Yeah, I
to
used to
be
sleep
like,
with this guy in Chicago, and I mean, listen, I'm a terrible top, and he would bottom, and he'd be like, oh, yeah. I'm like, come on, it doesn't feel that good. And I feel bad for your neighbors that they have to hear this.
Right.
Yeah, like no faking it.
That's why. All right, I'm going to change my adjectives.
You can't change it too extreme because then
Because
he's
then
going to
they'll
think. So maybe from you cute, then the next thing you go to, oh man, maybe just be like,
It's
I love
punctual.
It's
always on time.
spectacular.
Always there when I need it. No.
Spectacular sounds like it's a
Fancy.
vaudevillian
No, I got
show.
it. Be like, I need your cock.
Wait, no. But
Can I be honest? I don't like the word. I do not like the word cock. I don't like it. I don't like the word cock.
It's not to him. I'm saying when I describe it to other people.
Emma,
Emma was so
tell me,
excited
Robyn,
to say
about your
that.
boyfriend's penis.
I need his cock. I need his cock, Emma. That's what it looks like. Just something I need.
I'm blushing.
You really are.
I really thought
Look
that
at how red she is.
I thought I was contributing to the heterosexual world.
Emma's jumping into Emma. I just want to say this: Robyn has made it clear 4 times that this is never going. This discussion is never happening during sex, and Emma. Every time is like, but you're fucking, you're doing, you're moving. No, Emma, we are not in sex. She's describing it to somebody else.
Oops.
Your cock is massive. It's like, girl.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Emma, you went
I'm bad
red.
at yeah.
La faccia del
You're red.
pomodoro.
All right. Do you want to?
Yeah, we'll answer some questions
Let's answer
from fans.
questions.
By fans, Emma's mother.
By the way, this
Yeah,
show
right.
is great. I listen every week. It's
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's so good.
We're trying very hard to not make it about comedy because that alienates people.
Robyn
Can't
always
stand
said I
her.
am made for radio.
She's made for radio.
What about me?
Well,
Not as
yes.
good. You stuttered.
Yeah,
Okay,
but no,
go
no,
on.
But I'm saying like, I've been on like 4 podcasts with Emma now.
Yeah.
and she's a great like.
Usually
Well,
when
Emma's the
someone
most
says,
fascinating part about the show because her
No.
life makes no sense.
No,
usually
and-
when someone says made for radio, though, it means your face is fucked up.
No, that doesn't.
Well, you have a face for radio is what they say.
Yeah.
Right, that's what.
But not you. You
You
have
got
a
a
good
face
looking
for radio
face.
and a cute dick.
But I feel like she could have like a full career just in radio if she wanted. Do you know what I mean?
I would. All right, I'm going to read you guys a question.
All right. Don't say the name. Just
I will
the
not say the
question.
name.
We got in trouble last time saying someone's name.
So I'm 32 years old, identified as bi for a long time, and only slept with men. About 2 years ago, I realized that I'm really just gay.
Is this a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, I realized that I'm really just gay and decided to come out to my family. Here's the issue. I've never had sex with a girl, and I want to. Real bad. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, where there's a small queer community, but it's mainly men, and the girls are so hard to find. It's been nearly 2 years, and my skin is about to fly off. Do you think I should just hold off and wait until I get into a relationship so I have some emotional investment in this person, or should I just start fucking girls to figure it out and practice? And if so, how should I find them? Don't say Craigslist. Because I
Well, I
mentioned
guess
Craigslist.
Emma made a horrible Craigslist. First of all, there's that app called Her, which I really don't understand the lesbian game because it's so much different for gays. But there's a couple things you could do. You could go on Her, which is like a lesbian app, and the local gay bar. That's it. That's all I got.
No, anything. The OK Cupid has
do
for
do
girl
2 pills of
Maxima.
ecstasy.
I think
Do it.
do 2 pills of ecstasy. Call Robyn.
Yeah, I mean, I'll help you out.
And for the next 11 hours, she's your lesbian. But that she'll ignore you for the rest of your
But
life.
You're on a
do
time crunch
think-
there.
I do think don't wait till you're in a relationship
Don't,
because it
yeah.
takes a little time to figure all of that out. And
You could do both. You can have safe fun, and then if you find someone that piques your interest, then you go for
right.
that person.
Also, that's
yeah,
how
you don't
you-
have to wait to be in a relationship. You
No,
could-
don't wait.
Yeah.
And that's how you
Waiting's
get
for-
into a relationship too. Like you date and figure it out. But it seems like for her the thing is meeting women. I say
It sounds like she's
online.
desperate to like. Is there? I have no idea what Charleston. All I know about Charleston is there was the white angry people. Is there like a bigger town? There's got to be a gay bar somewhere.
Or what
Isn't there
about,
like an
online
Applebee's or something?
websites?
It's got to
Like-
be on an Applebee's.
my friend Bill Cruz has that joke. Because the first gay bar he ever went to was an Applebee's.
I think this is where because people will also like my dad because our hometown's so small. He would like meet women through the internet because it's like when you're in a small town, there's just not a lot of people. So I think that's exactly
Honestly,
where.
Instagram's a good place to meet people.
It is.
But then it's always like they're in Brazil.
I feel like this is.
Tinder.
Do you meet people online? I feel like is it
I
more
meet
for
primarily
gay men,
through-
or do you think straight couples meet?
Well, gays, we meet each other in the most obscure places. We'll do it doesn't matter what we'll, I mean, LinkedIn, we're getting hooked
Where's
up.
the weirdest place you met a guy and hooked up with him?
And hooked up with him?
Well, or like something started.
You know, I don't know. I'm so boring. I wish I want to say like a bathroom stall in Hyde Park.
But no.
But no.
Where's the weirdest place you've hooked up with someone?
Like where I met them and then just started hooking up?
Both.
Oh,
Where
I
you-
gave a police officer in Chicago. I gave head to in the back of a cab.
No, but where'd you meet
Oh,
him?
that's a good
At
one,
a club.
Mateo.
And we started
Oh,
getting drunk. And then
wow.
first we started fucking in an alley.
Was he on duty?
No. But the fact that he was a cop
Yeah. Ooh, I love
was
it.
very
I love
hot.
it. I love it.
Yes.
Ah.
And he had a boyfriend.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
know.
really
In an alley?
hot.
In an alley.
Oh, fucking.
And then we started in the cab, and then we finished at my place.
Wow.
And then he only said that was fun, and I never spoke to him again. But then there was something about him like almost choking someone to death, so I think it's good that I avoided that.
Was like that in the news, or he just told you about it?
Through friends, I heard. But he's very hot.
Sounds hot. I love that.
It was great.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Where's the weirdest place you've hooked up?
Weirdest place I've hooked up, I guess maybe Long Island Railroad. Like,
Oh God.
but I don't know if that's weird or just like dirt gross.
on
That
the
just
railroad?
sounds- It's
Yeah.
just so New Yorky.
It's so gross.
Well, at the Long Island Railroad, I had sex with
Well,
this
I didn't
guy.
have sex though. Like we
Hand
just
job?
to me, like he fingered me.
Ooh.
In a
Good for
in a
you.
train
On a
station?
no, like
Robyn.
on the train coming home from a club.
That's what's up.
I would love to be with you when you were like 18.
From because you have to remember, I was really fat, and then at 19, 20, 21, is when I lost the weight.
Tell him how much weight you lost.
I lost 85 pounds.
Word.
So
Amazing. And she was in a wheelchair for
For
growing
what?
up.
Growing up, I had leg braces, and then I was in a wheelchair.
Isn't that amazing? Because if I were her, I would be telling everybody all day
You're
about
like
that.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't. How can I bring it up? Like, hey, by the way,
I'd be like, look, I don't know if you know how fucking amazing I am. I used to be in a wheelchair.
I also have been in a wheelchair.
wait, was she in a wheelchair?
My knee replaced.
Oh,
and I
yes.
was upside down in a hospital. And I had broken my knee. And so I was told by the doctors after brain
It's a dead-on
encephalitis,
impression.
they said, Nazi, you'll never walk again. And so I'm a hoofer. I'm a vaudevillian girl. So I said to myself, Liza, just rehearse. So in the hospital bed, I started to move my toes. 1, 2, 1. And now I still dance with Luigi 4 times a week. I hate
Very
my sister
good.
Lorna.
And
That's so good, Mateo.
Robyn, too, started walking again.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, I got really hot for the first time in my life at 21. So
You're like, I don't care where I am. Finger
yeah.
me.
Finger me
So
on the railroad.
from like 21 to like 25, before I started dating my ex-boyfriend, I was just single, having the best time ever because I was now of age and
Right.
hot for the first time.
So your confidence
So-
was just through the roof.
Confidence to the roof. Guys wanted me. I was personal training and I was doing in home. So
But she
like
wasn't doing comedy
This is
yet.
before stand up. So I was just like, I had all this money. I was young. I was good looking, and I really just took advantage.
You should.
Would you say that was the best time of your life?
You know what? Every time I'm at, like right now is pretty good too.
I feel like right now is good. I mean, I have very fond memories
Yeah,
of
same.
the old days, but I'm happier now.
Yeah.
I also think we've all found the thing that we like,
Yeah, and
so
also,
that helps.
I don't think none of us are where we want to be, but I think we're all like, okay, we're all kind of moving forward.
We're doing
so
this.
at least we're happy. We're not happy.
Emma the other week did this down a pile of stairs.
Yeah.
That's
she
right.
knows, you know. Yeah, yeah.
Did I just bring it up and I should?
No, not at all. It was
Like, what?
Not
No, I
again.
know.
I keep trying to make jokes about it, and I feel like Emma hates me for it.
I think it was about a month ago now.
Yeah.
Was it? Maybe even actually more because it was like.
Oh, we need to help this girl. So if I were
Yeah.
you, get on Tinder and then go on her and then find the local gay bar. And you know what?
And
you
don't
should
be
find...
afraid to travel too. I think don't be afraid to travel, even if it's not to have sex. To just meet someone, have dinner, just to start getting out there,
find
and
a
know
local,
that dating's awkward.
in
and it's-
every
and
town.
you're not alone.
Every town, there's local LGBT something. So go find that and join and start doing things with them, and then you'll find your way.
Or even like the more people that you meet now in other things that aren't specifically gay things. Like Robyn had a friend that was on some softball teams.
Yeah.
And so she started. Did she meet girls through that?
No, and which was so crazy because this is back when
this
she was.
doesn't help.
This is when she still thought she was straight. She was on like 4 softball teams, so
Okay.
she was surrounded by
Cry for help.
lesbians.
See, there were lesbians there.
Yeah, she was surrounded by lesbians, and I was always telling her that I think she
Cry
was
for help.
gay. But remember, like before
Robyn,
she came out,
yeah.
I was like, my girlfriend is definitely gay, but like does not see it. And I brought it up, and then one time, she was at softball practice, and another quote unquote straight girl and her got so drunk and kissed, and that was when it like all came off.
Oh, I didn't know her
Like
first girlfriend was not out.
No, both of them were straight. Had only been with men, and then they kissed and at softball practice like wasted. And then
So funny.
And then remember she came into the city next day freaking out. She's like, I think I liked it. And then that's when I called you. I was like, where's some bars we could go? Remember?
Right.
Cubbyhole.
Yeah, Cubbyhole. That's what I said too. Cubbyhole, Gingers. But I think that I mean,
Gingers.
that's one's in Park Slope. It's like a lesbian bar.
I want to go.
I want to go. I still
I would
think
love
I
to go
can
with
be,
you guys. I would love to go.
Robyn,
No, I'll go with you.
Let's read our next question.
Next question.
But I'll go.
I'd go too. We could have an outing.
Yeah, I would go with.
Film an
to go with
episode
you
of
guys.
Gingers.
Wait, so how old were you when you were having your fun time? 21 to 25.
21, 25, and then I got into a relationship.
The person I have the big
You
crush
just
on
answered
is
that so fast. It was like you were on Judge Judy.
goes because the person I
I
have
swear.
the crush on is 24.
20. That's your fun time, right? What do you say was your hookup fun time?
I mean, never. Not more now than ever.
Oh, okay.
One
I
thing,
was never a big hookup guy, and I'm still not good at it
Because,
because of Catholic guilt.
but is that Catholic guilt with being gay or just random hookups?
I just think everything. I mean, if it's cloudy, I'm like, it's my fault.
man, Catholicism is a fucking
And I'm Irish, Italian, and Mexican, so I am like
so
the
nothing's
Triforce
really-
trifecta
Because
of Catholic.
Don't they say? Isn't that the one where it's like they say God is always watching? So it's like if you masturbate,
Yeah,
God's
yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Which is like
Which also like God. I mean, then God
fucking
creep.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the creeper for watching.
I-
Maybe he should
I know.
excuse himself.
I'm
from
doing
the
little.
room.
Is that sacrilegious?
Oh,
What?
who gives a shit? Next
Sage
question.
creep.
Next
I'm just
question.
doing a lasso. Okay, this is the next question. I recently started dating women after coming out about a year ago and have a question about dating. How does it make you feel when girls you're dating compare you to? Maybe we should have someone who's not dyslexic read this. How does it make you feel? 777. Just kidding. How does it make you feel when girls you're dating compare you to or mention things about guys they've dated in the past, even if it's really casual? Is the don't talk about exes rule still a thing when exes are such a past life, part of a different sexual?
I have an answer for this.
Yes.
The only boyfriend I ever had who's
Great
now
question.
married to a man in his early hundreds. He was a very insecure, jealous type, and I'm very insecure and jealous. So I'm very reactive to other people. So when we were dating, he made it very clear that his ex-boyfriend and him were still best friends and prioritized that relationship a lot of times over our own relationship, and made me feel insecure because it was this thing that validated him to make him feel like he was still wanted. It was a whole thing, and it was a very toxic relationship. I found myself very upset, very jealous. Anytime he'd even mention the ex, it was a fight. The next guy I dated, even for a short amount of time,
And that's that guy's fault. Because if someone's going to be friends with an ex, there's just a way to do that.
correct.
You make your partner feel comfortable with it.
And this is what it was, because the next guy I dated was so confident in himself and wasn't playing games and wasn't jealous. The jealous type that and again, as a person who's very reactive, I reacted to his confidence. And if he talked about exes, I was fine. Because it wasn't using it as a game. He wasn't using it as a motive of
to
jealousy.
make you to feel certain
Correct.
way.
So if you're talking to someone and they're talking about their ex, look into what they're saying and see if this is a game you two are playing back and forth, because there shouldn't be a problem with one's past. One's past is one's
And does
past.
it make a difference if the ex is
Male or female? I
Male or
don't think
female?
so.
No, why should it make a
'cause an
difference?
ex
Unless
is
she
an
was
ex.
like, oh, like you're like if we're talking about dicks or something. It's
I
like
think
what?
that maybe with like women, there's like because of like internalized sexism or the power structure of it, maybe the women would feel inadequate, which they shouldn't if someone's talking about an ex-boyfriend. I personally love it because then it makes me feel more like, oh, like I'm in line with guys.
So if you were dating a girl who had been with men and they were talking about an ex-male,
No problem.
no problem. What if they were talking about an ex-female?
totally depends on the context.
You don't seem to be the jealous type.
I'm not really the jealous type. I get jealous if, like, the 2 times I was jealous in a relationship were when the relationship was, like, ending and there were, like, lies involved. And I was like, this is not who I want to be.
Right.
Like, if someone, like, looks at someone I'm with or is rude to someone I'm with, or if I was with someone and they were flirting with someone in front of me, like, I would not be cool with that. But if I don't hear about it, I just don't want to really know about it.
What about you, Robyn?
I'm not really jealous, but I think it's because, I mean, I don't know about you, but like, I'm a little more self-absorbed, so like,
I'm a pretty
don't even
jealous
think
person.
about it. But with my ex, we broke up for 9 months and then got back together. And then I had asked him who he was hooking up with while we were broken up, and he told me. Oh, yeah. And then I was really drunk, and I was like, was she better than me? Was she better than me? Was she better? And at first he wouldn't answer, and eventually, because I was so annoying, he answered. He's like, she was freakier. And I got so jealous. And then I was like, what does that mean? And I freaked out. You know what that meant? She did it in the butt.
I was going to say anal.
Yeah, and I was like, so that's freakier? I was like, and I started freaking out. But that was
child's play to gay men. But I was like, wow.
But I got so jealous.
I think he was trying to get Robyn to do
well,
anal.
because you were also instigating.
I was being a brat, but knowing that she did anal with him and that made him happy, and I wouldn't, I got jealous.
Couldn't have made him that happy because he got back together with you.
Yeah, true.
Also,
but
you don't want to think about your person with somebody else.
No.
So then you're thinking about them getting fucking someone else in the ass. Like, that's like explicit.
Her name was Megan.
Oh, cool.
And I'm still jealous. I'm not even with him anymore.
Right.
I'm still jealous of my ex's ex, and I'm not even with him anymore.
Why? What?
I think it's because they know that it's going to get to you. I mean, for me and my experience, and of course I'm taking a moment to make this completely about myself, but I mean, I just feel like that I was so struggling in that relationship because I was trying to find our thing, and it was impossible to do because he made it very clear that there was somebody else more important
Had
than me.
his ex broken up with him, or had he broken up with
Yeah,
him?
his ex treated him like shit.
Oh, so that makes it even worse, because it's like, oh, you got left by this person, so...
Right. Who had like a weird cross-eye.
I did have this this person. I remember I was in college. I went on a date with this girl, and she had just started dating women, and she did talk about ex-boyfriends like too much in a way where that it did make me uncomfortable. I think you don't want
Maybe she was insecure in her homosexuality and trying to establish that she still might be straight.
And she wrote to me and actually apologized. She's like, I realized that, like, I was like, she was telling me the story about like someone like walking in and her and this guy having sex, and she's like, yeah, and he was just like fucking me up against this thing. And I was kind of like, Now, if a girl said that, I'd probably think it was kind of hot, because that to me then means they like to also get fucked by guys.
I think Emma's
and
type
like
is literally the devil.
This person in Boston's really nice, though.
I
do agree with you.
See what I'm saying?
No,
though?
I completely agree.
She's dated. I feel like you've dated a lot of psychos.
But this is Emma and I have this in
that's
common.
on me too, because I am the common and I'm like the first 4 of them. It could have been like, oh, poor Emma. After we get the numbers start racking up here, it's like,
well, then what?
But Emma, I'm the
up with
same
you?
as you. I'm into strippers, go-go boys. I find it very sexual.
You know, I don't know anyone you've hooked up with.
And
so
Robyn-
what's your type?
She's met all my girlfriends.
Bob the drag queen describes it perfectly. He's like, anyone who is darker, who's muscular, and has the personality of a can of mayonnaise.
Do you you know, there was a girl named...
Imagine that's their description.
That's his description. I should call Bob right now and be like, what is my type? I should call Bob right now.
But I really think that the big thing is you got to find someone that you like talking to.
Yeah, that's something that's hard. I have a difficult time.
It's very hard.
It's very hard because I also get guys that like. I mean, I'm so insecure. I'm looking for validation. I'm superficial.
And I don't want
I go
someone
for the
that's a liar.
Guys. Well, then...
And also,
no
look
liars.
at like who our friends are. Our friends are performers, so our standard of conversation is so high.
Thank you.
So when we meet a normal person and they don't know, like hanging out with guys, hanging out with Emma Mateo, it's just always like exciting and fun and animated. And then you meet.
But there's a price to pay too, because of course you're like total messes.
Yeah, but I'm saying
don't get it twisted.
But then I talk to
There's a dark side.
a normal person, like my boyfriend works for the government, totally normal, you know. So he.
What if just saying that men in suits came in and dragged you out, and we never saw you again?
Wait, so he's like super high in the government. So when he started dating
You're
me,
dating Mike Pence?
he had to get clearance. Like I had to get clearance.
Are you dating Jared
fucking
Kushner?
crazy.
I can't say who I'm dating.
That's crazy.
He's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
But
it's so-
like I had to so when I talk to him, he's not as animated as Mateo.
But isn't that nice?
Well, I mean, this is also... I was talking to my therapist about this.
I want that. I like that in a relationship.
Yes,
too,
I want someone a little cuckoo.
I love hearing about something too that's like not entertainment. That I'm like there's only been like I remember Daniela, the one who worked in finance. And like I liked hearing about her office stuff. Like she had this guy whose wife was always putting him on a diet. I'm like, tell me about that shit. I wanted to hear about it because it was not me being a fucking.
Robyn, I was telling my therapist this. My best friend is a fucking drag queen, and then my other best friends are comedians. I said I'm so overly stimulated in conversation with these people.
So then you date
and also
guy.
my family is they're the same. I come from a family of psychotic Italian Mexican people who are screaming at the top of their lungs and talking about the most insane things. And then so when I see normal people, and by normal I'm implying that I am the weird one.
Right.
That I am not. I don't care. And my therapist thought I was crazy. He's like, no, he's like, you really just need to be talking to someone, and the conversation, it doesn't matter what you're talking about, it matters your interest in the person, and that will help the conversation. I was like, no. I was like, it's impossible. How do you go?
But if they're really interested in something, then that will make you, because I don't necessarily care what it is, it's just I want the person to be interested in something.
But I'm such a piece of shit. I listen to people talk, and sometimes I'm like, shut up. Like, I just don't care. But then this, I care about.
I agree. Like, I feel like since
But if you find the right guy, you're going to care about what
I think I will be single forever. Sorry to play martyr.
I think that if you find, if you find the right guy, if you find the right guy, then you'll be totally interested.
Do you want to be with one person forever?
I don't know what I want, to be honest with you. Honestly, I just want to watch the British Bake Off.
You just need to find someone that you like, that you feel comfortable around. And you don't necessarily know what you want, because when I would say what I want, I would always be like, oh, just some fucking vampy bitch.
But see, then I go...
That's not what I really want someone that just makes me feel
But you
good.
know what? As you've dated a lot of crazy girls, but you know what they all had in common? They were all really nice. I feel like
what?
Yeah.
Nice to who?
Me?
Nice. Like literally not nice.
Like
Amy was nice.
Okay,
Don't say their names.
I won't say their names. I'll do descriptions. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. The girl
They're
that slept
so
a lot.
mean.
The girl that slept a lot was very nice.
Maybe to you, I was like her pool boy. She was
The crazy stripper was very nice.
Those two were very not like. They were very into me, so they were nice. Like they were very nice to you because it was like.
No, I'm not disagreeing that they're crazy. I'm saying they're crazy. You could be crazy and nice.
They were
that's everyone in this room.
Yeah. Right. Nice?
So,
No.
Actually, are we nice? We're nice.
No.
I think we're on the nicer end of
they
people.
were actually rude, because I would be places like with a lot of those women. Like I'd be places and they would be like rude to people. Like they would like cut them off. Like I remember the one that slept a lot. She'd like roll her eyes at people, not polite to the wait staff. Like,
I don't like people who are not
me
polite to the
neither.
wait staff. Even though I'm really rude
like
to cab drivers, but that's a city thing.
Like I want some like being nice, please, thank you, excuse me. Like that's why my mom wouldn't like people, because like these girls wouldn't be like polite.
I once stopped dating a guy because he returned a drink because he was like, he got a rum and coke, and he goes, it's too syrupy, and turned it back. Never dated him again.
No,
Robyn, your standards. I don't even know.
No, but
he returned a drink for being too syrupy.
It's also about how you return
as
it.
a Jew,
if
you should get that.
No. Okay,
no, but if he goes,
but if you're
excuse me,
rude to this, like I don't like.
Don't be rude.
Well, don't be rude.
Yeah. So
don't be rude.
So if he was just like, excuse me,
did I just say something really horrible?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What was so horrible?
I said, can we take that out, Alex?
It did not sound anti-Semitic at all.
Does that sound anti-Semitic?
Oh, not at
No,
all.
not at all.
But
Not at all.
Oh God! See, I'm not. As an Italian, I think I am Jewish, and I'm not, so I can't speak on it. So I'm sorry.
Don't you feel like
just take
Jews
that
are
out, Alex?
Okay, well,
I know everyone's Jewish here, but I feel bad.
No.
It wasn't anti-Semitic at all.
All right. Watch tomorrow. I'll be in the headlines.
No, that wasn't
Wait,
anti-Semitic.
you'd only be so lucky.
Because also it was like, if something's too syrupy, anyone with taste wouldn't like it. So you're implying Jewish people have good taste.
All right, that's a way to spin it.
Okay.
You'd be a good PR person.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Or a manager. If she was my manager, I'd be so famous.
No.
I would have been a
Not
good
as a
manager, but I
manager.
would have had to cultivate. Yeah, I would have. I would
She knows
have
how
been a
to
good
sell
manager.
people.
She
She sells
does.
me to everyone.
I would have been a good manager, but I would have had. Yeah, I thought about that too. I would have taken stuff very. Then we wouldn't have been able to be friends, because I think that you have to be. Like then it gets tricky. It
Right.
does get tricky.
Wait, what's the next question?
Oh,
Because we went off on a tangent. It ended in anti-Semitism, so.
I have
It's a great place to end.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
I love you.
I love you. I love both. This is like such my happy place
I'm so
right
happy
now.
right now.
Because I don't like a lot of people.
Me neither.
And this is like,
Emma, do you hate me?
Of
course not.
I'm so insecure. I'm horrified.
She wouldn't be doing. She'd get the hell out of this.
I
podcast.
love Emma. Emma, honestly, is the best part of this podcast because when people talk to you about this podcast, the first thing they're fascinated by everything with Emma.
Well, no, I think that's with.
I
both
think
of you.
people are always
disagree
trying to
with-
date you.
Yeah,
No,
I think
dating fine, but literally, I met with these producers yesterday, and they're like, "We listened to the podcast, and we can't get over Emma's Craigslist date and Emma's."
Is it really that weird?
You're very fascinating.
Oh, that's not good.
Even like
Yeah,
the way
but-
you're-
great
no,
thing.
it's good, but
Even
yeah.
the way you're sitting right now. No, you didn't have to change.
All right,
Is
we
it
got a
fast?
question.
All right.
For Mateo, what gym do you go to in New York City? Are you a TMPL ho or more Chiquinox?
I have no idea what that
What
means.
is
First of all,
Ooh! Thoughts, opinions on the steam room cruising scene at the gym. Into it or anti? Love you.
all right, I have answers to all this. One, I'm not going to say the gym I go to because I don't want someone coming to the gym. I go to New York Sports Club, but I'm not going to say which one.
I go to New York
'Cause
Sports Club too.
There's a million of them, right? But I also have the Universal Pass, so I'm also
Me
like
too.
running all over the city.
Wait, maybe you can't answer this, but where do you live?
I'm not saying.
No, but like, do you live in Manhattan, Brooklyn, or
Manhattan.
Queens? Okay. What's your address
It's 123 Cherry Tree Lane.
and social security number?
7121. I have never been in a steam room in a gym in New York City.
Really?
What?
Never. I'm too afraid.
I
I'm
love
too
them.
horrified
Does that
to go
really
in there.
happen though? Like the
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
It is a shot. I mean,
But
it's
so
like.
what do straight guys do?
I mean, I don't know about the straight guys, but I feel like there's specific gyms that are like gayer than other gyms, right? And I go to the one where everyone's in their early hundreds and the equipment's salvaged from the Titanic. So I'm very like everything I pick up is like, but I stay far away from that steam room because I'm just too afraid. I really am shy and bashful. I'm not that kind of gay where, and if you do that, that's fine. I mean,
Right.
I have plenty of
Do you
gays
think people hook up? Because I don't go in the steam
I
room.
know they do.
Really? I don't go in the one with women because I feel uncomfortable being like with my shirt off in front of women in it. I don't know what steam room
I don't even
to.
get naked in the locker room, even though I'm naked
Me
all over my
neither.
Instagram. But
I
I just,
never.
I'm still like,
I go into
because
the
on
toilet.
Instagram you're acting in a gym
Container.
room, you're vulnerable and real.
yes, and as I avoid I avoid real life and vulnerability at every moment.
I wish it was like that in the women's steam room, but
Well-
there's no like. I mean, I don't know. Would you know in a steam room if a woman's like hitting on you?
It's men do it very differently. There's a whole dance to it. There's like the
what's the
unfolding.
dance? I
There's like
wanna
there's a
know.
lot. There's like the unfolding of the towel, the exposure,
Ooh.
the showing the erection, the like.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh yes. I'm turning to Winnie Williams.
All right, so you're sitting there, a guy.
And I
already-
have friends who go there all the time, and it's their
So they
favorite
go
thing
in
to do.
with a hard
Okay,
penis.
so no. They're sitting in the steam room. He unfolds.
Oh
he
my
sees
god!
there's
What if
an
they get
erection.
rejected though? If you
Yeah,
if
so
you
then what
open
happens?
up,
I think you just walk out.
Then you just let's say
I
you're
would
interested though. You
cry.
would go over to him.
I think you
Suck
just.
it.
I think it's just like jacking off together.
Oh,
I don't know because I don't do it. We should find someone who
who's
does
did
it.
this.
Yeah, because
I'd
I
be
know
interested.
plenty of people who do that. And that's what I say. I never go to the gym steam room. I'm too afraid. I'm really too afraid.
because yeah, that would suck if you're the person that like gets your penis hard, then you're in the steam room, and then you like remove the towel, and someone walks out. Ouch.
yeah.
Well, I don't think at that point they care. There's
Right,
definitely
and that's
like
being turned
creepers
down
at the
anywhere.
gym.
I mean, when I was like fat, and like I'd hit on guys, I got turned down a lot.
now I do
Really?
not.
Yeah.
Do you? I do not speak to a soul at the gym. I put on
Me
Mariah.
neither. I actually get
go
annoyed
in.
when
I
a
do
guy
too.
starts to talk to me because I'm not there. I mean, I hate when people talk to me at the
Yeah,
gym.
there's guys I know, and I go at a certain time of day, so it's I see the same crew, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys that go in, they're there for hours,
Right.
Talking and laughing and chatting and this and that. I'm like, I have
social
business
scene.
to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
same.
I gotta listen to Mariah Honey remix again
I
for
love
the 8th
that.
time.
You listen
And
to
then
Heartbreaker?
I get. That's not one of my least favorite Mariah
Oh,
songs.
I
is
like that one.
Heartbreaker. I like one part of that song where she goes, "It's a shame to be."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the only part I like. And then the high note at the end.
Do you guys ever think about celebrities' private parts? I always wonder.
No, but I saw a picture.
I just did
Britney-
Mariah's whistle tone at the end. I just want everyone to know.
That was good.
Bravo.
Britney Spears. I remember seeing that like clip of her vagina real quick, but I never
And
seen
was
any-
it? Not,
Oh, my
like, I'm
Aunt
always
Cindy
like-
was obsessed. She couldn't wait to see Britney Spears'
It was
vagina.
interesting.
And was it a nice vagina?
I think so.
It was a fine vagina, yeah.
But like while you were talking about Mariah, like my brain was, I wonder what her vagina looks like.
Maybe
I
they
think
are
it looks
gay.
good.
But I do it for men too. I'm always curious. Like I
Well, I
wonder
look
what
at
their penis looks like.
everyone's butts.
Yeah.
Everyone,
I don't do that
I
at
love
all.
butts. I look at everyone's butts.
I,
I like
I
that, but
see
I'm
some
always
men-
thinking like, I wonder if her I wonder if Amanda Bynes' vagina smells. Like I'm always
Well,
thinking
that's
that.
for sure. But I think like, does anyone else do this? Because I'll look at someone so beautiful in the street that I'll be like, I would leave my entire life for that person.
I've never felt that way.
That means I'm very
Amazing.
insecure.
Here's another question. Question for Mateo. You're so good at impressions.
Oh, thank you so much.
How come you don't audition for Saturday Night Live, since the show pretty much runs off of impressions?
I've actually talked to my agent a few times if I should audition, and no one's really come back with a, like, that would be great. I mean, I'm also, like, a big, giant faggot, and the show is notorious for not liking big, giant faggots.
Right.
How many cast members have they ever had? One? Man. Just one, I think, in the 80s.
Ew.
I don't remember his name, but he was in the 80s. And then they've had a few closeted. So, I don't know. I don't think I would fit the show. I don't think Lorne Michaels is looking for a gay guy to do Liza Minnelli impressions.
Unfortunately.
Or singing. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what I would audition with, to tell you the truth.
What other impressions can you do?
He does a lesbian, Liza Minnelli. Barbara.
Barbara from Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah.
I want to tell you a story about a young girl. Well, I don't know if I'm doing Sherry O'Terry's Barbara Walters or Barbara from Shark Tank, but it's very similar.
Have you seen that show?
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that idea? Uh-huh. Interesting.
She was just like Dancing with the Stars.
I'm out.
Really?
I know my Aunt Cindy was texting me every day. She's like, "Oh, she's too sexual. Why is she?" Yeah.
Oh my God, she
And my
was
Aunt
so
Cindy's yeah.
No,
What?
not on
Yeah.
Shark Tank, but on Dancing with the Stars.
Barbara, the older woman.
She had like
Yes.
a young dancing partner, and she was like being super sexual with him, and I was
Like how? Like grabbing
Like-
his
Be like,
butt?
oh my God, I want to have sex with this.
No.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
I
yeah.
just want everyone to know that I used to be a waitress, but I love this body, and for that reason, I'm out.
But my Aunt Cindy would text me every week.
was
She's like,
so sexual.
I hate watching her. She's too sexual. I can't stand it. It's uncomfortable. Cut it out.
Wow.
And you know what? If it was an old man doing that to a young girl dancer,
Sure.
that'd be sexual harassment.
And that's good to start. We should be pointing
Guys,
that out
we
now,
can't.
too.
No, because I don't want Barbara to leave. Can we not?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
we like Barbara. I'm just
We want to
saying.
keep Barbara.
Now, there's another part of
I
this
actually
question.
need Barbara, okay? She's the best part of Shark Tank. And for that, one time she literally said, I don't like shrimp. So for that reason, I'm out.
They weren't even talking about shrimp.
Yeah, they were selling like a toilet.
Yeah, and you're like, thanks, Barbara. And question for both of you, and now also Robyn. What advice would you give to your 21-year-old self about life and love? Asking this because I'm 21 and I keep having an existential crisis, and I
Too
still
young.
don't know what I
Too
want
young.
to do with my life.
That's fine.
Been there.
No
also,
one
I have
in 20s knows what they want to do.
also I have a tendency to fall for guys who are douchebags because they know
Same.
that they're good looking.
Same.
Holler.
Well, what's their name?
It's a girl.
Okay, same to this girl. Let me just say this. Can I answer for me personally
Please.
to this girl? 21.
And I love that she said existential crisis. I love that.
Well, she's 21. When I was
Good for
21,
her.
I was graduating college. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I eventually worked as an artist, and then I got a job storyboarding TV commercials. I thought that was going to be my career. Then I thought maybe I want to sing, so I was singing in like strip clubs. It wasn't until I was 26 that I started even doing stand up for the first time ever.
There's so much pressure on. There's something about the age of when you graduate college that we put so much pressure
Every
on 21-year-olds.
single person I know has like a major anxiety attack in the early 20s
Yep.
because you're like, I don't know what I want to do.
But then they fall
no
into
one
traps
does.
into these 9-to-5s they hate. I think 21 is the perfect time to just explore and experiment. You've
Yeah.
done school, you've done the work, you know what you like sexually. At least you've started. Go have fun. Go have fun.
When you are in a 9-to-5, you hate, like I was working as a construction executive recruiter.
Wait,
for like
what?
8 months. Yeah, while I was trying
What?
to invent something.
You've had like a million jobs, right?
yeah. Any office job I never had for more than like 6 months.
Emma was working for this website once.
Let's put it in quotes too. It was like literally
Manhunt.
Okay. And
No,
she was like,
it was not
hey,
legit.
Robyn, they need someone to do like a video for the website. Can you come down to the office? So
And I
said-
thought it was like a big break for us.
So I said, absolutely. And then we filmed it in a food cupboard.
It was literally like a studio apartment, and he just had a camera in his cupboard.
Yeah, and
He's
this was
you guys
the
can go
job
in there
she got me.
and do a countdown.
So we were in a food
And
cupboard,
we did it.
We're a cupboard, and filming for this website.
trying to make it in show business.
I've done so many stupid things to try and make it in
Just-
show business.
just-
What
and
about
he
you when you
loves
were
Robyn.
21?
When I was 21, again, this is when I was dating like crazy. I was personal training. I didn't know about stand up.
Me neither.
But I was an actress. I
Right.
wanted to be an actress.
So you were a waitress.
So I was a personal trainer. I
Yeah.
was super depressed because I was like, I am never going to make it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is never going to happen. And then when I was 26, I was like hysterically crying that this acting career is not happening. And that was when my dad was like, maybe you should try stand up. So for me, it all changed at 26 when I
Same,
found stand up.
26. 26. And when I started stand-up, it was the first time in my life. And it's not, this is for you, whatever you find you're passionate about. When I was the first thing I did when I did stand-up, it was the first time in my life I felt, oh, this is exactly where I belong.
Right.
And I've never, like, before that, I was always anxious, and I didn't know why. I thought, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Like, I think that's why I drove my first ex so crazy, because I had this, like, nagging voice in the back of my head, like, you're missing out. I didn't know what it was. And then when I did stand-up, it literally hit me, like...
When did you come to New York?
I came to New York at 26.
Okay,
I got
so
a
it was
job.
26.
Yes.
Yeah, so 26 was for me too. When I
got a drawing job here in New York. I've always used my drawing skills to get me everywhere.
Right.
And so I used my drawing skills to bring me to New York. And the first day I moved here, I went to an open mic, met all my best friends, and it's like in the blink of an eye. Completely different.
When did you find stand-up? What age?
I think it might have been about 21, actually, because I graduated college. How old are you when you graduate college?
21.
21.
22.
Yeah, 22-ish. Yeah, I graduated college, and it was like that first year out. And it was purely me having an existential crisis and being like, I don't know what I want. Like,
did all of us see ourselves as stand-ups as kids or no?
No.
Me
but
neither.
I did want to work in entertainment.
But same. But I talked about this with Lisa Traeger, and it's so funny because a lot of guys saw themselves as stand-up comedians as kids, probably because that was the only thing available as a stand-up
Right.
comedian. But a lot of, like, women, people of color, and queer voices never saw themselves as stand-up, and then when we do become stand-ups, I mean, I loved Joan Rivers and Ellen and Kathy Griffin.
Same.
That
But
our
you didn't
voices are
know.
very uniquely
Yeah.
different because our influences were wildly different than whatever was out there for other people.
Sometimes I listen to like podcasts of comics and they're like, I was obsessed with stand-up. I've seen every single special. Like I grew up listening to records, and I'm like, was so not.
Did your parents listen to it?
No, I mean, I loved sitcoms. That's why I knew I wanted to be an actress from the
I
age of
loved
6.
Ellen.
Yeah, and my bat mitzvah theme, because on Long Island you had themes, was Robyn's Comedy Club. So
No.
I
love that!
So I knew, and each table was like, instead of being at table 4, table 7, you were at table Robin Williams or at table Ellen DeGeneres.
Wow.
So I always loved like comedy, but
You know what's crazy?
Didn't know.
When I was like 18-ish, 17-ish, Ellen's special Here and Now came out, and I loved it so much. I watched it so many times. I like recorded it and watched it over and over and over. I have it memorized. That I started writing my own jokes. I remember my friend Katie Maloney was like, you should do stand-up. And so I had this whole bit about Walmart, the smiley face from Walmart, and how frightening that is. And like, and you know, like the commercials, everyone's happy to see that face, but like he's coming around with a knife slashing shit. Like you're not happy to see it.
Right.
So, and I was very much mimicking Ellen.
Did you do an open mic?
No, I just wrote it to myself, and I performed it for my friend Katie.
have you ever performed that bit on stage?
No, because it really, I'm not making a joke. I have not thought about that till right now. So maybe it was like there's like this subconscious. It was always in us. But all right, we got what time for one more question. Then we gotta go.
There was a couple long questions in here, so I'm just skimming them to find a shorter one. Dear Emma and Mateo and Robyn, I ended up getting a cold and
Liar, she did not say Robyn.
I ended up getting a cold and whilst hopped up on cold medication, texted him and asks.
Wait
a minute.
Do you want me to read this?
Update. Oh, this is someone from the college.
Oh!
Okay. Update. Should I ask him on a date is the title of the email. Dear Emma Mateo, I ended up getting a cold and whilst hopped up on cold medication, texted him and asked. It's a no, but that world didn't collapse, so that's a bonus, right? At least I can put the crush to rest. New question. Mateo, how do you get away with eating pasta and staying in shape? Love the college episode.
Okay.
It's not from... I should have read his first question. He's written 2 questions, but so we'll answer this one, and we're going to do a whole question episode the next one.
All right, so
the question is, how do you stay in shape and eat that goddamn pasta?
Okay, should I answer in Italian?
Yeah.
Ok, vorrei spiegare questa domanda. La prima cosa che Sofia e Lorena ha detto che lei ha mangiato la pasta ogni giorno e questa è una cosa. Okay, I just wanted to
I was
speak
really
Italian.
trying to follow along.
Wait, is Italian the only language? Like, is that how many languages can you speak?
Italian, Spanish.
Okay.
But it's really like Italian influence, but like I can have full conversations in Spanish, and then French.
I'm so jealous. I want to.
That's awesome.
And then like
I would love to.
A very little bit of German. Ich hatte einen Lehrer auf Österreich,
How'd you learn some
wenn ich war
German?
12 Jahre alt. Because I had a teacher from Austria when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
I could say 3 words in Japanese.
Konnichiwa,
Oh, yeah, 'cause Robyn was-
arigato, and
Sumimasen.
Robyn
What's
was
that mean?
supporting the troops.
Yeah, I went to Japan and South
I know how to
Korea.
say in Korean. I know how to say hi, how are you, which is 안녕 잘있었어, and I know how to say crazy bitch, which is 미친년. And then Bowen taught me Chinese, ni hao ma, shishi, and I used to know how to count to 10 both ways in Korean. I forgot.
They have 2 ways to count
They have
to 10.
2 ways to count to
That's
10.
excessive.
And then I can read Portuguese, but I can't speak it or understand it. It's very difficult to read and understand.
I used to be able to speak Hebrew. Not speak, read Hebrew.
Shalom.
Oh, yeah, shalom.
Baruch atah. Howard Stern always played. That's it.
Melech haolam asher kideshanu bo mitzvotav v'tzivanu alek ner shel Hanukkah.
That Howard Stern always played his bat
I don't
mitzvah, a bat mitzvah tape, and so I know that from Howard Stern when he was like 12. Anyways,
How do
so
you stay in shape and eat pasta?
listen, I eat a lot of pasta, but
Like daily?
probably almost every other day.
Wow.
But I grew up that way. I don't put I'm not pasta. I eat it like the way it's supposed to be made in Italy. I'm not eating a super ton of it.
Yeah, the serving size is
serving
important
size is
there, 'cause
smaller.
The actual serving size is very
and
small.
your like good Parmesan cheese or good butter or good tomato sauce. You're cooking from home.
How do you know if butter's bad? Asking for a friend.
You just get, what I'm saying is you don't want margarine or something. You know what I mean? So get good prodotti. And then also I lift a lot of heavy weights. I go to
you're
the gym
burning it off.
6 times a week. I'm there for an hour to an hour and a half, and I'm doing one muscle group a day. And so my body actually needs the carbohydrates to sustain the weight that I'm lifting.
Totally.
On my diet, I'm I have a lot of carbohydrates, but
And is pasta the main carbs you get, or do you eat bread or granola? Or...
I'll have bread, bread, bagel. I had a bagel today. I needed carbohydrates after I worked out, so I got egg bagel toasted with cream cheese.
Someone who works out a lot can eat. Like if you're not working out and you eat pasta and a bagel, you're going to put on weight. But if you're working out hard, you're going to burn that off.
Right. It's energy.
Yeah.
I think we have to
All right, so let's
go.
let everyone know where they can find Robyn.
Oh, I have exciting news. Sorry.
Go.
My show on Snapchat is debuting November 28th.
Woo!
So
Wait, what show?
I did a whole show. This is the first time
And
I
it's
could
not
talk
just
about
on
it.
Snapchat, it's by Snapchat.
So it's like a Snapchat
Oh my God,
show.
that's
It's-
Which I didn't get. I thought he was doing a show that was just he was uploading to Snapchat.
No, it was a
and I
full
was like, oh, that's
production.
cool,
I
but
went to
it's-
LA.
And
I filmed
where can I watch it?
on Snapchat.
It's done by Snapchat.
On November 28th, you go all the way to the right, and where they have their shows, and
Yeah.
it's going to be the featured show. It's called Ghost Hunt, where it's basically me making fun of catfish. We find people who have been ghosted and bring them back together, and find out why they ghosted each other, and I make fun of everyone.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yes.
How many episodes?
We made 8.
that's so exciting.
And it took a
That's
month.
awesome.
Took a month to film, but and get this, Emma, Avalon, the production company, is hiring a professional publicist for me to
Great.
go out and promote it.
No, that's good. I mean,
So please
As they
watch
should.
it. It's coming out. I've already watched a couple of the cuts, and it's actually
How
very
long is
funny.
each episode?
4 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Oh my God, that's so
Hell yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, and we meet some crazy people. Some crazy people.
I'm sure.
are they putting an episode up a week, or is it
One episode a week. It's up for 48 hours.
Oh,
So,
interesting. So it's
watch
you have
it.
to watch it. Then.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really cool.
So first time I could say that out loud.
And what's it called?
Ghost Hunt,
and when
Ghost
does it
Hunt.
air?
November 28th.
Cool.
That's
Mark
so
it down.
exciting.
And where can we find you, Robyn?
You could find me everywhere, but you could see my web series on my Facebook fan page at Robyn Schall.
You really need to follow Robyn Schall because
gotta.
what she does is the most unique thing you will see on the internet.
And she's built up a fan base from the ground up by doing characters, Periscope. What are the other online ones you do?
Yeah, I mean, all
Facebook
of them.
Live. She does all of those and has
Your
built
characters are brilliant. And if
Thank
anybody
you.
should be on Saturday Night Live, it should be you.
Absolutely.
It's a disgrace that talent like you is not near that show.
Hopefully one day I'll just have my own show and we can
That would be- you know what?
skip,
Even better.
Saturday Night Live.
Even better.
But yeah, so Robyn Schall Comic on Facebook, Instagram.
Perfect.
And make sure you check her out. And I'm at Emma Comedy. And this was our episode.
Guys, thank you so much
Thank
for having
you.
me
Of
You'll
course.
have you back for sure. You'll be
Please.
a
I
regular.
love this. I just want to hang out with you guys all the time.
Yay. Thank
All right,
you,
bye
guys.
everyone.